Our beliefs about our own self-value affects the quality of our relationships, and it also directly affects what we attract into our lives. And when we don't value ourselves, we can call in people into our lives that don't value us either. They will reflect our inner belief system. So they can be more self-focused people, maybe narcissists, avoidant people, people who really make you chase after them to prove your value to them because that's that inner wound. Because their prerequisite for a relationship is someone that doesn't value themselves because they need someone who's going to allow the light to be completely shone onto themselves. So let's talk about 5 ways we diminish our value, why we do this, and how to fix it. Number 1, we don't set boundaries. Our ability to set boundaries for ourselves is a direct reflection of the actionable love that we are willing to take for ourselves. It is very challenging for so many people to set boundaries for themselves, to communicate, to defend, honor, and protect themselves. So we do not honor and defend our feelings, beliefs, and morals. We choose theirs over ours. So number 2 is we go along with whatever makes them happy all the time, and we ignore our own feelings, beliefs, and thoughts. So number 3, we accept and tolerate poor treatment. So being spoken to in a rude way, being yelled at, physical abuse, emotional manipulation. You can tell when someone's manipulating you, just allowing in those behaviors. So again, ignoring our inner screams for boundaries and defense from ourselves and catering to the needs of other people. Number 4 is chasing. So we stay in situations and chase people who clearly do not honor us and are showing very clear signs that they do not value us as a person. So they tend to show very clear signs of lack of interest in us as people, but they're getting off on the validation that you keep coming back and chasing them. So number 5 is sort of a broad overview, and it's actively choosing to erase yourself out of the equation and always over-pleasing, people-pleasing, choosing the other person over yourself, ignoring your inner screams for help, ignoring your intuition. And really the theme is the ignoring of self. You're just always choosing someone else over you. And then we'll now get into what that wound actually is. So why do we do this? We feel more comfortable being boundaryless, safer. It feels safer to be unseen. And it feels familiar not to be considered. So the wound here is that we've learned our needs are not important, that we have to shrink down to be seen and accepted. To be loved, we have to be perfect or put everyone else's needs over our own. So people who pull away allow you to come running at high hell to prove your worth, and that's how deep that wound goes. So if you find yourself chasing, imagine in your mind that you're running after them on the street, like literally you're physically running after them on the street, yelling at them, hey, like, see me, I'm over here, like, I'm worth it, I'm worth your time, please come back. Because it can be a hard reality check to what you're doing. You know, if they haven't texted you back, or there's 5 texts that you've sent and they haven't texted you back, that is a clear glaring sign that you need to let that person go. So to gently check yourself, you can start doing gentle call outs. So if you know that you're in a space with someone that is falling beneath what you know your value is worth, you can ask yourself some questions and just, again, always being gentle and graceful with yourself, because we all have wounds and we have to start to sort of dislodge them, bring them up to the surface, and then start to just shed them off so that we can actually attract something that we deserve and we desire, and that is actually a reflection of our love that we deserve to have. So you can speak your reality out loud. I'm choosing now to stay in this toxic space where this person is clearly showing me that they don't value me. And you can just sit with how that makes you feel, right? It's just the reality of what we're choosing, and it's accountability for us to sort of shift that out. Is that what we really want? Is that in alignment with what we want? Because if it isn't, then we have to commit to that. We have to respect ourselves enough to let that go. The next thing you can ask yourself is, this situation is actually a gift to me because, and you can just sit and see what comes up. Some people can like journaling this kind of stuff out, or you can just allow it to come to your mind. It is a gift because it's showing you where the deepest parts of you need to heal, but you can get more specific with it as well if you really sit with yourself. And the third one you can ask yourself is, what happens if I let myself be loved? What happens if I surrender and let myself be loved? This is a big healing era for a lot of people. A lot of us are feeling called up to really heal, stop playing small, stop hiding in the shadows, and just come out and step back into your full power. And a lot of times lack of value is coupled with lack of truly knowing yourself. It comes with a sort of lack of sense of self. So the more you spend time with yourself, get to know what you like, what you dislike, what's important to you, the more that can kind of guide you. That's your compass in the dating world. That's a compass in your relationship to attract things that actually mean something to you. Your self-value is shown in how you defend and honor and love yourself through actions and words. And lastly, try developing a core value system that you operate by. Again, this kind of installs an inner compass. It's sort of a safeguard, actually, if you will, to what you allow into your life. And it allows you, and it helps guide you to making better decisions. So it could be empathy, safety, accountability, integrity, meaning like actions match words. The more that you do that, again, the more you will sort of have like a bar, right? So, and even in your relationships, you can have a value system where you need to feel safe, seen, supported, and surrendered. So I know everything's not always perfect with everyone, but again, it's just the feeling that you get with someone and the energy. So if that person's willing to do the work and they're taking actionable steps to do so, that's great. So if they see you, you feel surrendered, you feel safe, but then there's one thing there that's a little bit off, but they're showing that they can really work with you and they're dedicated to making you feel that way, and you in return for them, that is a sign that this is a green light. You deserve better, you deserve more, you deserve the best. If this is something that you feel called to and you feel like you're ready to step out and shine, step into your power, please DM me or email me. Yes, and I will send you more information on what that sacred space, that coaching container looks like. As always, take good care out there, and I love you.